Hi, it's Charlena Pearson with Great Release the New Thought Way, and here I am again at my friend's house, and you can see. I wonder what this is. I'm not sure what that is. If I went this way, oh, it might be too much light. Hmm, not sure. I apologize for the little fuzziness in the lower right-hand corner of my side, but probably the lower left-hand corner for you. Anyway, I'm here at my friend's house, and oh, it's probably that light over there. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about those buzzwords in my title because this is Weight Release, the New Thought Way. And I thought I'd explain more about what New Thought is, and maybe you'll understand it a little bit more. I'm just going to put something up so that I don't see that fuzz. Anyway, all right. So now you're probably wondering what in the world does New Thought mean in terms of anything. So this is in terms of religion or spirituality, more to the point. Spirituality that has to do with several movements: unity movement, divine mind and spirit, divine science or science of mind, and um, kind of off to the side is Christian scientists. It's kind of Christian science like, or Christian Science is kind of New Thought like. They came all out of uh, the father of New Thought, the so-called father of New Thought, which is Phineas Quimby, and he. I don't know that you really need all of this information, but um, no, you probably don't. Anyway, so as I think about it, but New Thought is, to put it in a different form so you can fully understand it. For hundreds of, maybe even thousands of years, well, thousands of years, at least 2,000, there were thoughts about religion and how it had to be taught to everyone in terms of what you were to believe, what was the going philosophy at the time. So, New Thought, whereas it sounds like it's something totally new, is a advanced look at the basis of religion, and in our case, Christianity, um, and using it coming from a more metaphysical and spiritual point of view. So that there is, and metaphysical is, the base words are meta, which is all, and physical, which is, um, uh, which makes you think that it's in reference to the body in on earth, or the living being, but it's really more about spirituality than it is about the physical body. So the idea is that metaphysics is a philosophy that deals with so-called abstract ideas. So some abstract ideas that you're probably familiar with are time, identity, space, um, cause, uh, um, substance, being, and did I say knowing? And knowing. So those are kinds of thoughts that you can't physically see. You know about time, and that it takes place, and that we have given it parameters as to how to perceive time, but we can't really see time. And we know that space is out there, but we can't see space. And though we can say that I identify with myself, my name being Charlena, and that sort of thing, but you can't really see identity. And our spirit is our real identity, which is inside of our bodies. So you really can't see that. So that's why it's called abstract. Excuse me, I had nuts. So now why and how am I using new thought when it comes to weight? Um, I am using new thought as an in terms of weight as it from a perspective of advanced thought on old ideas about weight. So coming through the last 100 years, we've learned about calories, how calories burn at a certain level, and if we're not burning enough calories, then we're not losing weight, which now they're not so sure about. So and then there's if you're not doing enough exercise, you need to do harder exercise. If there's not enough, if you're eating too much food, then that's a way of gaining excess weight on your body. Or if you are, let's see, exercise, eating too much, caloric content. Oh, if you're eating too many fats, that will add fat to your body. And there were all of these crazes in terms of fat free until people's hair and nails started falling out or getting brittle. And then they're with the calories, they're going back and forth, that saying that the way that they came up with the caloric burning is incorrect, and that calories in our bodies have nothing to do with it. And then the harder exercise, it can do damage to your knees, to your feet, um, to your organs if you're doing too much of it too intensely and every single day, and that muscles need to relax for a day. I mean, it's just there's all of these various things that in traditional weight loss is coming up that is not totally true. So if for me, I in terms of new thought, weight release, I knew that after my seventh or eighth diet plan, I said, wait a second, there has to be more to this than just either ingesting certain things or stop eating other things. I mean, it just made no sense to me. And then when I was journaling, it came to me that, and there have been other other things that I have read, but it just made more sense to me that it's not just an exterior thing. It just can't be. Nothing else is in reality. When um, you're ill, you can't just you can't just put something on and you get better like that. There's a whole you pray, or you have uh, affirmative thoughts about what you're doing, or you do more than just go to the doctor. I hope go to the doctor and take whatever they're giving you. So I just knew there had to be a different way, and thankfully I got the download, and also uh, it's partly Marianne Williamson, partly a download that I got, I believe, from God. And just my I grew up in New Thought or Unity, so I applied those principles to not only um, health and prosperity and writing and acting and singing, but I decided, why wouldn't it work also for releasing weight? And I'm going to put up a from about 5 years ago, a friend of mine did an intro for my class, and you can tell the difference in terms of what my face looked like then and what my face looks like now. So it does work, and I have worked I have had both online and in person classes or courses. This course, so it does work. Anyway, I kind of got off of tangent here. Let me go back to my notes. Um, so again, I'm offering advanced ideas on weight release that incorporate knowing and being the weight that you desire rather than the weight that you are. So and it's delving from the inside out, because a lot of times it's not what you're eating, it's what's eating you, are the buttons that are being pushed for you to eat more, right? So that's why we start off with forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, forgiveness of situations, forgiveness of things. And then we're our ending three modalities are prayer and gratitude and affirmations. And prayer, meditation and prayer are very, very similar. However, meditation, from my perspective, and in this course, is sitting down and allowing communication with the divine one, with with God is what I say, but you can say however you say it, with the divine one. And prayer is so meditation is listening, and prayer is speaking forth. So that's how I my definition. So you've asked a couple of questions, because we have affirmations prior to that, and then you listen to the answers. And there's a couple of things in between meditation and prayer, and then we come back and we reaffirm. And we haven't even gotten to affirmation or affirmative. We reaffirm in affirmative prayer, which is recognition um, of who has provided us life, our spirit, our lives, not our mother and father, but the spirit within ourselves. It's hundreds of thousands of years old, just reincarnating. Now I may lose you on that, and I do apologize, but the spirit your soul is an old soul. No matter how innocent you might feel, the spirit within you has been here before. Um, let's see. I am getting off on a tangent, and now I only have 2 minutes. So, you know what? I'm going to go further with this tomorrow, and then we'll finish up with prayer tomorrow and go to gratitude on Thursday. But for right now, just remember that we start off with forgiveness of self and others' situations, and that is our first release of weight, and that's on your spirit. So this is Charlena with Weight Release, the New Thought Way. I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. And again, if you have any questions, put them down below. And then right next to it, of course, subscribe. This is Charlena Pearson, Weight Release, the New Thought Way. Bye-bye.